Danga greetings, Sir Janus. I am Kenneth Navarro Pama, and I will be explaining the code for our database, the SQL code for it. So to start, we need to create a database for the catalog. Uh, I uh, I already created it, so if I run this code, it will be an error. So I just copy paste this. I just copy the code again for the demonstration. So we need to use keyword here to use the database. Then we need to create table for the categories. This one will just uh, add automatically add an ID after we add a new product. So the product name will be bar chart. So up to 100. Then we need to insert product categories, the product names. So as you can see, we have categories of electronics, clothing, food, furniture, and stationery. So after we add a product, we will go to the product info right here. And after we do that, we will see the product name, product price, product quantity. Then we need a foreign key here to hold those reference, which will use the category ID uh, from the product categories table for the for a quick demonstration. Let's add a new product here. Um, uh, I already created it. So canned goods, and the price is 50, quantity is 10. Then select a category for it, put, let's save it. So as you can see, we have successfully added it. So let's first go to the product categories. So as you can see, these are product categories: electronic, clothing, food, furniture, and stationery. If you go to the product info, we should see the canned goods. So as you can see, these are canned goods with an ID of 11, product name canned goods, product price 50, and quantity of 10. So that's all for the SQL code, and thank you for listening.
Hello Danga greetings, I'm Justin the internal and now I'm gonna report the delete.php. So first is if it sets get ID, so this checks the an ID was actually passed in the URL before doing anything and prevent the script from crashing if someone visits with no ID. And the next is the ID get ID. So this gets the product from the URL and so we know which record to delete. So the next is the STMT dbcon prepare. So this will delete the product info per ID and prepares the delete query using a placeholder to safely target only the specific product. So the next is the STMT bin param. So this brings the ID as an integer to the placeholder. The next is the if STMT execute. So this runs the delete and checks it was successful. The next is the header. So in the location of the index.php. So whenever the delete succeeded or the ID was missing, the user gets directed back to the dashboard, the exit, and stops any further code from running after the direct. And the next that I will explain is the db.php. So in Plus database, this
The reading sponsor Janos, Remark Pasage po, and I will be explaining the index code. So these codes display all products in the product catalog management system. It first connects to the database and runs an SQL query to get the product details such as name, price, price, and quantity from the product info and product categories tables using the left join. The HTML section creates a table to show the product information on the web page. A while loop is used to display each product as a row in the table, while HTML, special chars, secures text output and number format. Format price. The code also includes edit and delete links so users can manage product records easily. That's all.
Naya, greetings. My name is Robinson M. Rebulio and I will explain the create.php. First, as we can see here, the required db.php. What this does is that it just loads the database connection file so we can use the database class. After that is the db equal new database, and this creates the database object and to connect to the MySQL. After that is the category result is equal to db con query, then select all from product categories. And what this does is that this fetches all the categories from the database so that the drop-down can display them. And after that is the if and if else conditions. And first is the if server request method is post. This checks if the form was submitted, then the name is equal to post, then product name variable. What this does that it grabs the product name of that the user type into the form field named product name. And after that is the condition if name is empty or price or quantity or category ID is empty. What this does is that it returns a message that all fields are required if any of them are empty. And after that is the stmt is equal to db con prepare, then SQL insert into the product info. And what this does is that it inserts into the query using placeholders instead of direct values to prevent SQL injections. And after that is the stmt bind param. This binds the actual values to the placeholder where the S string and D is decimal and I to integers. It just binds the values to placeholders. And after that is the header location index PHP. And this just redirects the user back to the dashboard if the insert is successful. Then after that is the while. As we can see here in the HTML, there is a add product h2 some href link for dashboard, then the message, the forms like product name, price, quantity, category. And if we select from the drop down, we can see that there's a while condition that if while condition, and inside it is the cat variable is equal to categories result is to fetch a SOP. And what this does is it just loops through each category row earlier to build a drop down options. Then the category product name displays the category name using the column name specific. And that's all for the create.php. Greetings, I am Robinson M. Rebulio and I will explain the edit.php. First, just like the create.php, the edit.php also has required DB, new database, message, IDs, and the STMTs like the DB con prepare select to select all from the product info where the ID is question mark, it's the placeholder. Then stmt bind param to bind the actual values to the placeholder. Then stmt execute to execute the SQL. And after that is the product variable is equal to stmt get result, then fetch a SOP. This stores the fetch products row as an associative array so we can refill the form fields. And after that is the categories result is equal to db con query, then select all from products categories. just same as the create.php. This loads all the categories for the dropdown. Then the update variable, date, stmt, bind param, sd, then iii. This means that it's string, decimals, then integers. Then name, price, quantity, category, ID. And this binds all the five values. Yes, the SDII. Then binds them to the name, the price, the quantity, category, ID, then ID. After that is the value is HTML special characters. Product is equal to product name. This prefills each input with a current saved value so that the user can see what they're editing, and the HTML special characters prevents broken HTML if the values contain special characters. And after that is the product category ID. Is equal to category ID, then question mark selected. This just marks the correct category as selected in the dropdown by comparing the product saved category ID against each option as the loop runs. And that's all for the edit.php.
Hello Dangal greetings, I'm Justin the internal and now I'm gonna report the delete.php. So first is if it sets get ID, so this checks that an ID was actually passed in the URL before doing anything and prevent the script from caching if someone visits with no ID. And the next is the ID get ID, so this gets the product from the URL, and so we know which record to delete. So the next is the STMT dbcon prepare, so this will delete the product info per ID and prepares the delete query using a placeholder to safely target only the specific product. So the next is the STMT bin param, so this bins the ID as an integer to the placeholder. The next is the if STMT execute, so this runs the delete and checks it was successful. The next is the header, so in the location of the index.php, so whenever the delete succeeded or the ID was missing, the user gets directed back to the dashboard, the exit, and stops any further code from running after the direct. And the next that I will explain is the db.php. So in Plus database, this
Mga greetings, Sir Janus. I am Kenneth Navarro Pama. I will be explaining all the functions in our program while also explaining its interaction in our database. So let's start. So as you can see, we have uh, in our video, we have successfully created a product catalog database here. So we just need to put all the test cases. So let's first add a new product here. So we have the first one is laptop, price is 35,000. Then the quantity is 5 and its category is electronic. So the second one is the a t-shirt, price is 20. The quantity is 20. Then is a clothing. So this is our third new product, which is a rice that is 5 kg. The price is 320. Then the quantity is 50. Category is food. So after saving it, let's add again 3 more. So office chair. The price is 1,500 pesos. And the quantity is 10. To save. Category is food. Then let's add in 2 more. Good. Size is 25 pesos, and then the quantity is 100. Then final one is a canned goods. The price is 25 pesos also. Then the quantity is so as you can see, we have successfully added in our dashboard all the necessary test cases. So how about let's see it in our database. So as you can see, this is our database. If you go to the product categories, you will see the categories, then the product info here. So as you can see, we already uh, the data is transferred to our database. So now I will demonstrate what happened if we update those products. So let's update the canned goods. Let's replace its price with 50 pesos. Then the quantity is 23. So for the sake of this demonstration, let's change the categories to stationery. So after updating the product, as you can see in the dashboard, it's reflected. Then we go right here. So the old data for the canned goods remains. So after refreshing the product info, as you can see, the updated data is reflected in our database. So how about let's delete a data. So let's delete the goods, the notebook, and the office chair. Uh, as you can see, the laptop, t-shirt, and the rice remains. So uh, if we refresh the page, so we should we should we should see the laptop, t-shirt, and the rice. The only one remains in our product info table. So let's refresh it first. So as you can see, our delete function is working, and as you can see here in the database, the laptop, t-shirt, and the rice remains same in the dashboard. So that's all in our functionality of our system, and thank you for watching.